Hey man in the Mayhem here, and today I hope you've got a cup of tea or coffee, because today we're going to be looking at the Biscuit Pro by the Biscuit Shop. So the Biscuit Pro is a dual ESP 5GHz native Wi-Fi 6 pocket arsenal which is controlled by your phone. So as you can see from the get-go, there is very little here apart from a power button, an indicator light and a USB plug. Everything else is managed and maintained and done through your phone, which makes this particular device an amazing one for using on the go when doing different types of cybersecurity auditing, as it's very inconspicuous and very unobvious and fits in your pocket. This would not look amiss on a coffee table or anywhere else for that matter. So the first thing I'd like to do is actually open up this device. So let's grab an Allen key, flip it over and get it open. So now I've got the device open, let's get it zoomed in so we can get a better look. So as you can see, it's all on a custom printed circuit board. We have our power switch here, we have our JST connector for our battery, we have got our ESP-C5 here and our ESP32 vroom right here. Here we can see our USB-C coming in, and there's also some battery management stuff there as well. We just gently maneuver the device out. You should be able to see underneath that we have got a 1000 mAh battery in there as well, and this does last a long time. I've been for plenty of war drives, war walks and different audits in different areas of the country, and this thing has worked absolutely phenomenally. So let's get it back together, and just before we put that lid on, let's just appreciate that beautiful job on the silk screen here. There's lots of little Easter eggs inside that are really quite cool. So now I've had a look under the hood, let's turn this thing on and have a look at the app that goes alongside. So to turn it on, we just push this button here, and then we get out our mobile phone app and click Connect to Biscuit. This should then show up on our device list here. And once connected, we are then greeted with our menu. So the first thing that I'll do, since there's been a new firmware update, I'll show you how quick and easy it is to actually monitor and update your firmware. So as you can see up here, we have got the firmware version we're currently on, the fact we are online, and we've also got our battery percentage and how close we are to the actual unit itself. If you look here, we can see we have actually got a firmware that needs to be updated, and all we do here is we click onto the said update, and then we click start update, and it should start automatically updating our device. So as you can see, that was really quick and easy to do. That device is now done, dusted and updated. As you can see, it was that simple and that easy. As we work further through the app, you'll see that we have our wiggle stats here, so we can see exactly where we are on the wiggle leaderboard right now. We have also got our quick actions here, which we can edit and rearrange for whatever we find most useful. Down here we have our recent scans, and that is our main dashboard. Up here we have got our command line terminal if we need it, so if we need to get into command line we can do and send terminal commands. We have got the settings for our actual device itself, so our connections, war driving, our APIs to be able to upload and send data up to Wiggle and to Watchdog Wars Go. We've got our scanning data, our logging in terminal, we've got display and UI, and we've also got our export and import. There's operations and then attack sniffing. And then device settings including node management and firmware updates, and a lovely license agreement at the bottom. And then we've also got a disconnect button for if we need to disconnect our app to manage and maintain any other biscuits we may have in our arsenal. By clicking on the war driving button, it allows us to start war driving. I'm not going to click this as it will show you a real-time map of exactly where I am, and I don't fancy docking myself this evening. If we go to Wi-Fi, it's split into 3 categories. We've got sniffing, attacks and scanners. If we look at our sniffing section, we've got scan for access points, scan for stations, scan all. We've got beacon frames, probe requests, DOR frames, raw captures, Ponagotchi, Wi-Fi pineapple detect. We've got EAPOL and PMKID sniff for capturing WAP handshakes and PMKIDs. We've also got channel analyzer for monitoring and seeing what channels are currently active and in use and have the most traffic on them at this point in time. Our attacks include deauth attacks, beaking spams, rick rolls, probe attacks, bad messages, sleep attacks, and captive portals. And on our scanners, we've got ping scans, we've got ARP scans, we've got port scans all, we've got SSH scans and telnet scans. Our next menu is Bluetooth, where we have Bluetooth scans, AirTag detection, we've got flipper detection, flock detection, skimmer detection, axon body camera detection, mesh tash detection, and drone detection. And we've also then got our attacks in the Bluetooth column, which is Sour Apple, Swift Pair, Samsung Spam, Google Fast Pair, Flipper Spam, BLE Spam All, and AirTag Spoof. And Mesh, that allows us to actually scan for different mesh networks and IoT products that are working in tandem. So as you can see, it being a completely headless device and being completely nondescript is a phenomenal way to make a tool. It allows the ESP devices to do all of the heavy lifting and the phone itself to actually be the device that you control it with. Because there's nothing inconspicuous about sitting there on your phone playing in a coffee shop or a corner of a room compared to having something, say, like a U console with all the antennas sticking out and, in a very suspicious sort of fashion. So it does allow for that nice stealth bit. I will say the one thing that I think mine is missing is a Man in the Mayhem sticker, which looks like it should fit just on top perfectly to make it my own. So what we'll do is just get that on here now. There we go, so it's officially now personalised to me. And the other thing that I really like about this particular device, especially around war driving and carrying it around, is my everyday carry bag that I'm currently putting together. I've managed to 3D print a molly clip so that I can actually take my biscuit and slot it straight into my bag, so it's always there on the side when I'm walking around. So how cool is that? So yeah, short, sweet, discreet, beautiful. Go and check out the Biscuit Shop. Go get one if you're interested. Any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. If not, feel free to go and join Hedge's Discord, the guy who is the owner and master and creator of the Biscuit Shop, including the Biscuit Pro and the Biscuit Ultra, and go and show him some love there as well. Well, I hope this was helpful. Until next time, happy hacking.